Sound is usually something we hear, not something we see. Yet beneath the surface of the audible world lies a hidden architecture, one in which vibration shapes matter into geometry, rhythm becomes structure, and frequency reveals itself as form. This field of study is known as cymatics, and it sits at a rare crossroads where physics, art, metaphysics, and ancient symbolism converge. Cymatics is not merely a scientific curiosity. It is a visual demonstration of a deeper principle, that the universe is not static, but vibrational. Everything that exists, cells, oceans, planets, consciousness itself, moves in patterns shaped by frequency. Cymatics allows us to witness this truth directly, as if lifting a veil on the secret choreography of creation. At its core, cymatics is the study of how vibration organizes matter. When a surface vibrates, whether a metal plate, a membrane, or a pool of water, it forms standing waves. These waves create regions of motion and stillness. Particles such as sand or salt instinctively migrate away from the vibrating areas and settle into the quiet nodes. As they gather, they form geometric shapes that reveal the underlying frequency. Low tones produce simple circles or rings. As the frequency rises, the shapes become more intricate, shifting into triangles, hexagons, honeycomb lattices, and eventually mandalas that resemble the flower of life pattern. At very high frequencies, the shapes begin to echo spirals, waveforms, and ratios found in nature, including Fibonacci sequences and golden ratio harmonics. The phenomenon is not random. It is the physical world responding to vibration with order, coherence, and symmetry. In this sense, cymatics becomes a kind of visual mathematics, a way of watching frequency solve for form. Although the term cymatics was coined in the 20th century, the phenomenon has been observed for centuries. Galileo noticed that grains of sand on vibrating plates formed patterns. Robert Hooke experimented with flour on glass. Ernst Chladni, often called the father of acoustics, famously used a violin bow to make metal plates sing, revealing the now iconic Chladni figures. In the 1960s, Swiss physician Hans Jenny revived and expanded the field. Using modern equipment, he demonstrated that sound could produce astonishingly complex shapes, some of which resembled biological structures. His work reignited interest in the idea that vibration might be a fundamental organizing principle of life. Today, cymatics is used in scientific research, sound therapy, architectural acoustics, and artistic installations. Yet its most profound implications lie in the way it bridges the physical and the metaphysical. Cymatic patterns do not emerge in isolation. They echo a much older symbolic language known as sacred geometry. This tradition holds that certain shapes, circles, spirals, hexagons, vesica pisiforms, and flower of life lattices, are the foundational templates of creation. They appear in ancient temples, medieval cathedrals, Islamic mosaics, and indigenous cosmologies. They also appear in nature, in the symmetry of snowflakes, the structure of honeycombs, the branching of trees, and the spiraling arms of galaxies. What makes cymatics so striking is that it recreates these same forms using nothing but sound. A single tone can generate a perfect hexagon. A rising frequency can unfold a flower of life pattern. Spirals reminiscent of the golden ratio emerge from vibration alone. In this way, cymatics becomes a bridge between ancient symbolism and modern physics, showing that the shapes revered by mystics and architects may not be arbitrary. They may be the natural geometry of resonance itself. Sacred geometry has long suggested that the universe is built from patterns of harmony. Cymatics provides a visual demonstration of how those harmonies arise. It shows that geometry is not merely a human invention, but a property of vibration, woven into the fabric of reality. The human body is not exempt from these principles. Every organ, cell, and neural pathway vibrates at specific frequencies. The heart produces rhythmic electromagnetic waves. The brain oscillates in measurable patterns. Even DNA emits and responds to vibrational information. Some sound healing practitioners interpret cymatic patterns as evidence that the body reorganizes itself toward coherence when exposed to harmonious frequencies. They suggest that certain tones may promote emotional regulation, cellular repair, or shifts in consciousness. While these interpretations extend beyond mainstream science, they reflect a long lineage of traditions that treat sound as a transformative force. Whether or not one accepts the metaphysical implications, cymatics undeniably demonstrates that vibration influences matter in profound and orderly ways. Cymatics matters because it challenges the assumption that the world is built from static particles. Instead, it suggests a universe woven from oscillation, resonance, and rhythm. It invites us to imagine that form is not fixed, but emergent, that matter is continually shaped by the frequencies moving through it. In this view, the cosmos becomes less like a machine and more like a symphony. Every structure, from the spiral of a galaxy to the pattern of a leaf, becomes a kind of frozen music. Cymatics allows us to witness this music taking shape, revealing the hidden geometry that vibration leaves in its wake. It is rare for a scientific field to feel both empirical and poetic, but cymatics occupies that liminal space with ease. It shows us that the universe is not silent, it is singing, and everything we see is the echo of that song.